Can you tell me what's happening here, please?
Got to eat a curry in a white jumper.
It's actually quite cute.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm quite impressed. Here's the offending curry.
So Hubspot have invited me to Hubspot have invited me to be a guest on one of their podcasts, so I'm just getting the room set up. So the essentials for being on a podcast, obviously, number one, always keep your laptop powered up. Nothing worse than running out of power halfway through. Glass of water, definitely essential. Plugging into Ethernet rather than relying on Wi-Fi, that's a big tip. And the main one, what every person hosting a podcast will always ask you to do is plug in a headset. So I'm good. I'm going to start recording in a couple of minutes.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Hubspot Community Developer Show. I am Dennis and I am going to be talking to some very smart people today about SEO. I'm joined by Ricky Lear, founder and director at Digital 22. How you doing, sir?
Hey.
And I am well, thank you. I also have a guy named Victor Pan, who is the principal marketer at HubSpot, which I don't quite understand that title. And if you want to more define that, go for it.
It just means that I've been at HubSpot for a while, and sometimes there are things people know what to do. They're like, "Hey, Victor, figure it out."
Perfect. And last but not least, we've got AJ Laporte, Senior Developer Advocate at HubSpot, who you probably know. Hi, AJ.
Hello, Dennis. How are you?
I'm doing very well. All right, let's just jump right into it.
I think for most people, it's understanding what the main pivots of SEO are, and then identifying where you're strong and weak and which one of those takes a lot of effort versus reward. And the funny thing about SEO is I've been in this industry for a long time, and if you still looked at what influences rankings, it hasn't changed that much. I know there's a lot of shiny new things out there and tools that people get distracted by, and someone's talking about this a lot, but if you actually look at the ranking factors that correlate or cause you to rank highly, hasn't changed too much. And that basically three things, which is what's the technical foundation of your website like literally, can Google crawl it? Okay, like that's number one. Can it get in there? Can it crawl it? There's then on-page optimization, which is probably the bit most people know, which is how do I tell Google what this page is about? And that's like the language you use in the page itself, but also things like H1s and title tags. It's probably where most people start with SEO. And I'd probably argue rightly so, because it's got the highest reward for the effort. Like it's quite low effort, but actually it's still really important that Google knows what that page is about. And then the last pivot is authority. So whether we like it or not, links still play a massive part in where you end up in the rankings. Like everyone can argue about that, but it does, and we just need to acknowledge it. So it's understanding where you sit on that authority scale against your competitors, which you can just type into Google, like DA checker. There's some free tools, domain authority checker, that stands for to Moz metric, and just see where you are, see where your competitors are, and then that's going to give you a good sense of where you need to concentrate on.
Who's the last one to be a bib? 5. Mark B.
Mark B.
Oh, there we
Mark
go.
B. No.
So,
Danger.
with that being said, we've got
Below.
Ricky, Mark C, Mark B, Will, Chris, Lee, and Tom B in one team. Bilal, Sam, right, Matt, Christian, Tom K, Jack K in the other.
I might sort one person else.
I hope Christian's as good as we've been banging on about all day.
Hey, I'm all right. I'm not. Yeah, I'm just glad Tom.
He actually said, and I quote, "Whoever gets me will be lucky."
Yeah, they will.
He's got 4 to his right. He's gone for a cover! That may well be the pick of the bunch. Took it well, and then dinked it beyond the goalkeeper. Well, this is a show of the champions at their very best today.
And puts a beautiful ball into his stride, but what about the touch? The finish for him
is actually quite simple. It's a routine finish. That first touch is immaculate.
Oh, and it's gone in.
Oh dear.
It'll be an own goal. It took something extraordinary to open up this game. How did the goalkeeper do that?
Today's a day I've been looking forward to for a while. We're in phase 1 of coming out of lockdown, which means hairdressers are finally open, so I can deal with this insane mop of a hairstyle I've had to deal with for the last couple of months. So let's go and see if I can get this chopped off. I won't do a TikTok jump reveal, but as if by magic, 30 minutes later, my hair's under control.
Vlogception.
It is. Are you vlogging now?
I'm vlogging you, yeah.
And I'm vlogging you.
I'm vlogging you.
Wow. Vlog to vlog. Is this actually going to go in a vlog? No.
Might do.
Might do. We're having a vlog, Digital 22 vlog workshop.
Please don't zoom in. No paparazzi.
Thanks for having me here. Really appreciate you taking the time out to listen to what I've got to say. I'm going to have a chat about inbound lead generation and how some of the things that I've learned about that over the years that I've been doing it. In terms of a quicker intro to me, from a personal perspective, I'm a Sunderland fan, so we're not doing too great at that at the moment, so I don't tend to talk to many people about football right now. I've got 2 kids, a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, so they keep me busy. It was a 3-year-old's birthday yesterday, so I spent 4 or 5 hours building a swing set, so that was very fun. Anyone who is into SEO and organic marketing might know a guy called Rand Fishkin. I'm a proper fanboy of him. He got me into the SEO game, and there's a rather embarrassing photo of me here on the right hand side where I was too nervous to go and take a selfie of Rand like everyone else was, so I kind of did this walk past selfie thing, which at the time I thought was cooler, but in hindsight it definitely wasn't. We probably produced, I don't know, say 100,000 or so blogs over the last 7 years, and there's definitely that point of somewhere between 1,200 to 2,000 words, which is the expected minimum now to answer a moderately complex question. And if you haven't got the time to create content of that depth, unless you're in a real niche where no one else is talking about it, it's probably not worth putting the content out.
This is the first time that Anthony is trying Iron Brew.
Iron Brew, here we go.
Right.
Is it cold?
It's somewhat.
It's lukewarm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a natural flavour.
How do you feel?
Verdict? Oh, it's interesting.
This is the first time Anthony has tried Iron Brew, everyone. Yeah, it's a big moment.
What am I giving it out of 10?
Yeah.
Well, it's not great.
So you described the bouquet to us.
It's like,
You're getting loads of.
yeah, I'm getting that just like fruity mouthwash. You know kids' toothpaste?
Yeah.
You get that really sweet toothpaste. That's what it tastes like.
Oh, no.
It's kind of like good toothpaste.
Right.
2 out of 10.
Oh, 2 out of 10.
I'm glad I've tried it though.
Oh my god. So I'm just packing my bag for work tomorrow. I've been trying to go in every Mondays and Fridays just to get back into the swing of things. And on Fridays what we usually do is we play D&D. So I'm packing my dice, got all of the dice that you need to play a successful game. And there's a couple of us who play. We have Bilal as our trusty dungeon master. We have Ricky, Anthony, both the Jacks, obviously me, and it's great fun. I never anticipated that I would actually enjoy it this much, but tomorrow I'm gonna show you a little bit of behind the scenes. And Bilal has actually 3D printed us little figurines of our little miniatures of our characters, so I'm excited to show you, and hopefully we can maybe put a campaign next time in the vlog. I think it'll be really interesting.
Somewhere finished right, you're going to short body. So follow on the over at back. Over at back.
So yeah,
these two
well, I'll go for jab. We're just going to this one guy first.
I'll get that's 5.
7, 8, 9, plus 4. But you two wanted to attack him.
When he-
It literally is. Move that.
Take a sandcastle.